absolutely driving me crazy.
But Miss Pittman!
What's up, Doc?
You know, sometimes when I watch an exploitation movie, I ask myself, what the hell were they smoking while making this? This is one of those. Hey, what's my one? Paul from Grindhouse, Funhouse, here with my review of 1977's Chatterbox, directed by Tom DeSimone and starring Candice Rialson, Larry Gelman, Perry Bullington, and Jane Keane. This AIP release is one of those titles that's been haunting me since the very beginning of my dive into the exploitation cinema gutter back in the late aughts. Its trailer showed up on many of the trailer compilations I watched, specifically 42nd Street's Forever Volume 5 Alamo Drafthouse Cinema Edition. It took me 18 years to finally get to this moment, and now that I've finally seen it, totally worth the wait because, man, they really don't make him like this anymore. You know, movies about a woman and her talking, singing vagina. Candice Rialson stars as Penelope, a hairdresser who gets the surprise of her life when mid-hookup with her boyfriend Ted, played by Perry Bullington, her vagina suddenly starts talking and immediately roasts his bedroom skills.
You call that a fuck?
What?
I didn't say anything, Ted.
I never had any complaints, Penny.
Virginia is her name, and besides being a very horny vagina, she's also got one hell of a singing voice. When Penelope visits her psychiatrist, Dr. Pearl, played by Larry Gelman, and shows him Virginia and her talents, he quickly realized their star potential here and immediately appoints himself their agent.
Just put yourself in my hands, and together we'll change the course of medical history.
From there, Virginia shoots to stardom while Penelope gets dragged along for the ride, whether she likes it or not. Alright, so let me give you a taste of the kind of shenanigans a talking and singing vagina can get itself into. At the hair salon where she works, her vagina insults a lesbian client who mistakes those insults as a form of flirting and pounces on Penelope.
Are you crazy?
Oh my God.
Which her boss, Rip Taylor, who of course is in this movie, barges in and kills the moment.
Wait a minute, it's my private office. What are you doing? I couldn't, no one will live. How dare you do something like that in a place like this where decent people come to have their hair done?
Her first booking in American Medical Association conference. Unveiled from under a sheet, King Kong style on stage as the eighth wonder of the world, singing show tunes to a room full of crusty old doctors.
Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away.
Meanwhile, one night, Virginia gets extra horny, you see, so she drags Penelope out of bed to walk in downtown LA at night, wearing short shorts and a tight shirt with no bra, cruising the streets while the camera leers at her body for a full minute. The result of which she ends up banging an entire high school basketball team on a bus. She's then invited onto a talk show dressed like Marilyn Monroe, her nipples at full attention, singing a brand new disco song, Wang Dang Doodle. Spinning newspaper headlines let us know she's a hit. She tours the country, sings the national anthem at a baseball game, and appears on a dating game style TV show where she meets a guy named Dick who will get weird on her.
For tonight, I am your prince, Valiant.
It all culminates in her starring in a porno musical surrounded by dancing and singing men dressed in chicken costumes, which is utterly surreal, while she sings a song titled Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. Now, if everything I just described to you even remotely appeals to your weird and twisted sensibilities, this will give you a fully satisfying meal. And the one serving you that delicious meal is Candice Rialson as Penelope Pittman. You watch this movie for her performance and all the crazy shit they put her through. She looks wholesome and brings unexpected sweetness to her performance. Behind this wholesomeness, though, hides a banging body, which you see a lot of in Chatterbox. You can see she's constantly overwhelmed by everything happening around her and to her, yet she's game for anything and commits fully to every outrageous bit. You know, it's kind of difficult imagining anyone else in exploitation cinema at the time pulling off this role. Only she has that crucial combination of sexiness, genuineness and winning vulnerability that allows us to actually care about a woman being victimized by her fame-hungry vag. This feels like a screwball comedy, raunchier than anything Mel Brooks was doing at the time, and way more exploitative. It has this weird
hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my ragtime gal
energy to it. Virginia the Vagina, whose voice, by the way, is not known who performed it. It wasn't credited in the movie, and no one seems to have found who the actress behind it is online. Will this mystery ever be solved? Who knows? Virginia's pretty good at vaudevillian Borch Belt style humor, lots of lame, easy sexual innuendo jokes that are so hilariously dated but somehow charming. Here's a few zingers and comedic situations that popped out at me and made me chuckle.
I mean, do you really believe that Virginia has star quality?
Did Howdy Doody have wooden balls?
Are you ladies ready?
Did you serve a box lunch?
Well, you're going to have to start dealing with this anxiety that you're experiencing. Otherwise, you're going to eat yourself up.
Oh, I only wish.
There's also this one where I don't know why it made me laugh so much like it did, but she's in bed getting a call from Dr. Pearl, who then passes the phone to her vagina so they can have a chat.
Here, it's for you.
Hello?
Being a sex comedy, there's not that much sex in it. We see Penelope and Ted a few times between the sheets. You get to see a few more boobs out in the wild. It's mostly talked about and not shown. And here's another thought that popped into my head while I was watching this movie. How does Virginia's voice carry so loud between Penelope's legs? Shouldn't it be muffled? Or at some point we find out her voice is strained because of her vocal cords? You know, they've been used too much. The vagina's vocal cords.
I think you're the greatest guy that ever lived.
She doesn't sound too good, Penny.
Oh, it's laryngitis. She's strained her vocal cords.
Or if you were to actually take this movie at face value and assume this was truly happening, Penelope is getting into some pretty fucked up situations. An aggressive lesbian tries to grape her. She's put naked on a board in front of a room of scientists while her vagina sings, and she's clearly not having a good time. She's forced to perform a big song and dance number where her clothes get ripped off. Her love interest is an insecure douche nozzle, and the whole high school basketball team is pretty much gangbanging her. Problematic, you say? Now, the thing I'd say doesn't quite work for me is I kind of wish this had gone full raunch, you know? I mean, with a premise like this, you get one shot at it, why not go all the way? Be freer with your nudity, push the envelope of your 40s inspired screwball comedy mixed with a surreal take on A Star Is Born a bit further. Also, the boom mics used in this cheaply filmed production deserve their own acting credit for the number of times they comically dip into the frame. My final thoughts on Chatterbox? This may just be the greatest talking vagina movie ever made. What it lacks in substance and missed opportunities for social commentary, it more than makes up in pure, unfiltered, juvenile silliness. A one-joke movie stretched to 73 minutes that actually sorta kinda works. Without its insane premise, this would be a fluffy, forgettable nothing burger, but with it, you can't look away. The climax of the movie is just a big ol' huh? Clearly, they didn't know how to end it, and what they came up with was so goofy, I just could help but smile. Candice Rialson is pure charm incarnate here. It's a damn shame this movie basically torpedoed her career. It was a bold choice to star in Chatterbox, which sadly didn't pay off. She did a few more movies after this, and her acting career ended before the 80s started. She married, had a kid, and died way too young at 54 in 2006. I think her career deserved a serious reappraisal. I gotta say, there's never been a movie quite like Chatterbox since its release, and there probably never will be again. It is a singular watching experience for sure. No one in their right mind would attempt something this insane today, but honestly, they should. Lucky for you, you can stream it right now for free on Tubi, and if you want to own a physical copy of it, sadly it still hasn't made the HD jump, but you can get your hands on this Shout Factory DVD full cult movie marathon volume 2. So that was my take on Chatterbox. Share your thoughts on Chatterbox in the comments below and tell me what is your favorite movie with a weird sexual premise at its core. The weirder, the better. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.